back, United Wrestling Alliance Ringmasters. It's the weekend, and that can mean only one thing, 1 hour of the finest in professional wrestling. I'm Johnny Kielgood, and I'm joined by Ray Vessell. Benjamin Lazy Halifax decided not to contact the office this week. I guess he's a little too busy doing other things and doesn't need to put any effort in the show. Well, there's stuff going on there at the apple farms, I guess. You lazy piece of dump. Anyways, we've got a hell of a show, Ray Vessell, for you this week. This week, we've got a newcomer, Action Jackson.
Action who?
Action Jackson. You know who, pal. You're the commissioner. You hired these guys.
Carl Weathers.
Action Jackson. You might have seen him around before. He is here this week. He's taking on one of the red guys. If that's, yeah, that's right. If that's not enough for you, the legendary Mystic will take on Dalton Payne. From there, a very special matchup. Devastating Derek says tonight he will do his tribute to Ric Flair.
Really? His tribute to Ric Flair. What's this?
As he takes on one of his former best friends in one-on-one competition, Mark Stagg.
Oh, there's World War III about to happen today, isn't it?
And then in the main event for the Intercontinental Television Championship, El Diablo Blanco puts his title on the line against the other half of the family there, MC McCracken. MC McCracken, Diablo Blanco, Devastating Derek, Mark Stagg, the Mystic Dalton Payne, Action Jackson, a brand new newcomer. We'll take on the red guy, but to open things up, I want to take you to some behind-the-scenes footage that I myself shot, Magoo shot, of some things that went on at the Apple Farms last week that disgusted me. And I'm going to go to it.
This is a family show, Kielgood.
Not that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take you down. I'm going to show you some of the things that took place. Here's just some of the clips. I think you'll get an idea after you take a look at this. United Wrestling Alliance Ringmasters on the air. Johnny Kielgood along with Commissioner,
Ray
VP
Vessell.
of Productions, Ray Vessell. We'll be right back. All right, you can write us, of course, at Post Office Box 54, North Syracuse, New York, 13212. Or check out the webpage, www.angelfire.com/little-n-little-y/UWA Ring, UWA Ring, in all capitals. And feel free to link off to the other pages. Every page has an update. Every page has something different on it. Every page has something new on it. Just added this week, the past week, of course, was Jordan Torbett's. Now, he is not, the views expressed on Jordan Torbett's webpage are not necessarily those of this cable company nor the United Wrestling Alliance, for that matter. He is completely a fan's view, and we have linked it off the page because he does have some interesting views, and everyone has a right to be heard. So go to that page, go to all of them. You can email all the wrestlers off their pages. You can email Ray Vessell at the bottom of the UWA main page with your requests, things of that nature. But right now, I want to take you to some footage that took place at the Apple Farm behind the scenes. Take a look at this, fans. Take a look at this.
Me. I just ran into Magoo's got the camera. We are here at the Halifax Farm. We are rapidly searching for Benjamin Halifax. He has promised to meet us, and some of the UWA stars are milling about. I don't know who, but I'm sure they're here somewhere. It's a lovely day here. We are live from the Halifax Apple Farm. And I've yet to see Benjamin Halifax. We're going to take a trip inside. Let's see what we can find.
Talk about a multi-million operation. That's what I found at the Halifax Farms last week when I was there live. This is where the tainted apple cider came from last year, the big scare. I don't think that guy has gloves on. Here is the immigrant workers. This guy right here is from Portugal. Doesn't speak a lick of English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
There, of course, were when I was doing the announcement last week. Of course, we are dubbing over the all the live feeds. But let me show you some of the other things that went on behind the scenes that perhaps the fans are not aware of, and Benjamin certainly isn't aware of, and I figured he's not here this week. Look at all that cider.
Look at the shindig Halifax has going on here.
Let's go to some things.
All right, Magoo. There she is, the legendary Hat Pin Mary. Comes to all the UWA events. Good to see her out here at the Halifax farm. Now, what we've run into here is a memorial to, not a memorial, they're not dead, of course, a tribute, thank you, Magoo, to Benjamin Halifax II, his wife, and there's little Ben. This, when the farms first started, Benjamin was a young boy, and we're still trying to find Benjamin. I'm sure he's got a whip somewhere. Maybe we'll have to head out to the field to actually find Benjamin Halifax. Stretches of the Halifax farm. Oh, a couple of special guests here. Lord James Taylor Sr. and Benjamin Halifax II. Good to have you two gentlemen. Now, Benjamin, please.
Say hi for me.
You have gone a little too far this time. Kids for sale, Benjamin Halifax. You are out of your mind, pal. Now, what do we got going? What the? Me. Benjamin has really. What is that guy doing, pal? Benjamin, please. What are you doing, pal? Benjamin Halifax. No, course.
No, it made me sick here. Vessell is that he kept all these animals in one pen together.
What are they doing?
They weren't separated. They were humping. There were pigs.
What's going on over there?
Puppies, I mean.
Oh, please.
Pigs, rabbits, chicken, all in the same area. Take a look at
Halifax. He's mixed pigs, chickens, goats, anything he can get his hands on here just to make an extra buck. This is ridiculous. Be careful, we might bite. My God, Molly and Holly must be inside. Goodness. Take a look at this. This is the line that Benjamin Halifax has waiting to get into his orchard. You're talking about a lot of money, pal. And I think he's going to charge me for the apple.
I hate it.
Benjamin had some trouble with a few customers. I took the opportunity to interview one of them. Asked this lovely little girl what she thought of Benjamin Halifax. Listen to that.
Gotta get the line to go down this way.
That man was very mean to us.
Oh, wait.
Now the damn trees are going to give people ideas. Well, I was trying to get some of the nicer apples.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want them in the trees.
Please.
The rotten ones on the bottom.
Let me ask you real farm. What about that little animal farm? You had pigs with goats, with chickens,
Right.
with rabbits, all in
Right.
one cage. You
Right.
can't do that, pal. They got to be separated.
Not separated. It costs too much money to make separate cages.
Oh, please.
Kidding me? Get away from there. Get away from there. No, 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 no.
I'm just looking.
That's the immigrant farm. I mean,
What?
no, 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 no. No, no. Back over this way. See? Some lovely people, two pains in the ass has been on my case all day.
What? Are you talking about that lovely little girl?
Yeah, she's gonna get kicked out of here pretty
That's
soon.
how he
You
talks about his
can't kick out a
customers.
little girl, Benjamin, please. Watch me. What's wrong with you?
And then watch this.
What has gotten into you recently?
There's a guy climbing a tree here trying to get some of the nicer apples.
Pal. It looks quite a
And watch when Benjamin sees him.
Get up that tree.
got
Let's go this way.
Halloween hell around the corner. We've got... What?
Raul, just you keep
Raul.
Raul.
Oh, please.
Give me. Get back over there. Let me. Get back over there.
What are you pushing the camera for, pal?
Raul.
Get your hands off him, Magoo.
Oh man, stop. I'm going over there.
Oh, my goodness. I see migrant workers. I'm going over the rope. I'm going over...
Get over.
What? Oh. I want to go over there, pal. I want to interview that little guy.
You're not going to interview anything.
I see him hanging around in the trees. Big. Let's go to that now, and then we'll do some closing from here. Benjamin's got his own kind of apple. We're taking a look at it right here.
Halifax home. Good stuff.
Kidding me. You are kidding me.
Good stuff.
We'll be right back. Hey, who's that little minion over here?
Get up. Hey, get up.
What? Here with the dogs. What's going on with the dogs, pal?
Those are my security training dogs.
To patrol the outside of the apple farm?
That's right.
Are you
They're
kidding
here
me?
for security reasons, and that's what they're here for. They're patrolling, make sure no little girls like that one are eating apples.
Just in case kids wander off, we can find them for you.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Benjamin.
Good job, Peter. Good job. Exactly as I told you to say.
It's the kind of thing you find at the Halifax farms. Look at that thing.
Hey, Kielgood, here I am. What's going on? What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
What are you doing over there, pal?
Nothing.
What's that?
Nothing.
What are you getting, the grass?
Yeah.
Wait, no, this way, come here.
What was that?
I'm showing you the column.
Oh, set here. Now, Benjamin, there's those two you were talking about earlier. They're in unroped territory, pal.
No, they're in rope territory.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hey! Hey, you little brat, get out of there!
Listen to him.
Stop, Benjamin.
Talk to that little
Come on.
girl.
Let me get him. Yeah, we got a trespasser down in row 17A, Red Delicious territory. Let's get them out of there. Yeah, I mean out of here. Let's get them out.
Kicking him out.
Benjamin. Little brat. I told her 4 times. I told her 4 times to get the hell
Benjamin
out of there. Hey, you!
obviously keeping his
That's it,
orchids
you're
up
out.
like
Let's go.
Fort Knox.
Benjamin.
You're out. Let's go.
Watch this. Look.
Me man Benjamin kicked me out.
I think we've seen just about enough of that disgustingness, that poor little girl, the way Benjamin runs that farm, the way he throws people in and out. He doesn't let you near the expensive apples. He wants you to eat the crappy ones at the bottom. That's the kind of thing that goes on there at the Helly's Fat Farm. And I'm telling you right now, if I were that little girl and her mother, I'd sue him. I'd sue the pants off him. Hell, you could sell the pants for a circus tent alone.
Well, I'm sure people have done
Good
that
Lord.
before.
We've got a newcomer, Axon Jackson, to take on the red guy. Let's go down to ringside.
He's probably got to flee the lawyers.
Yeah, yeah, you bet your buddy does. That's how he got out unscathed on that immigration thing and the tainted apple cider. Let's go down to ringside here. Get down to the ring and take a little look at Action Jackson. Right there, the red guys. Only one of the red guys. It looks like Stroke. Stroke is going to be in there against Action Jackson, a big man here. I know nothing about him. Oh, there's a nice judo flip. Brings him over. Looks like he might have some of the hybrid fighting skills. There's a shot right to the top of the head by Action Jackson. Action Jackson now.
Came from the Midwest United States. He came from the Midwest United States there. Yeah. We're scouting him out.
Believe he might have done some work in Salt City wrestling. He might do some work there. Look at this now. Whips him into the corner. There's a shot to the top of the head by Jackson. Again. He's a newcomer, a rookie. It looks to be like me. He has some potential out there to be a superstar in the sport. And that's what he's here to prove. That he, in fact, can be a superstar in the sport of pro wrestling. He just got fingered in the eye twice now. Action Jackson just kind of, oh, please. The red guys got their wrestling license at Kmart. Look at this now. Backed him into the corner. Irish whip and Jackson off. Oh, nice clothesline. Almost tore the head right off of the stroke. 1, 2, TT. No, it is Seymour Mutt, your referee. Good to have him back. Talk about a fine official.
And Mark complaining about pulling of the tights there.
Well, Stroke was, and Mark was. Oh, wait a minute now. We got, what's this?
Stroke was.
Stroke outside the ring. He looks to be the bigger of the two this week. Now, wait a minute, Vessell. Mark's going back in there. The Mark is going back in there, and the Stroke's staying out. Mutz was distracted by Jackson, doesn't even know. Don't you know that he's 5'1" now? Come on. Oh! Jackson says, what the hell? I'll just adjust my clothesline to make it land a little bit lower. There's a shot into the midsection by Action Jackson. Jackson, nothing fancy about him. Doesn't have the pads, doesn't have the elbow pads, doesn't have the knee pads, doesn't wear the fancy tights, doesn't wear the big glossy boots. He just goes out there and does his business, takes his check home with him. That's why he's all action. Action Jackson. Take a look now. What little scouting I was able to do on him from just word of mouth. Bulldogs him down right there. Almost pulls the Mark right off the canvas. X marks the spot. Take a look. Big leg drop. Oh, almost got him with the upper thigh buttock region right across the face. Sat right on him. Kicks away the hand. This is not a tag team handicap match last time I checked, Ray Vessell.
It's not, but obviously it is.
Action Jackson taking on two men here and being quite successful. Would you concur?
I would concur.
Jackson now. A little glance over at the camera. Oh! Might have been looking that way to get the Stroke looking the other way. And they gave him a shot right across the face. That's just insult to injury. Take a look here. Jackson with a third clothesline. Looks like it's one of his go-to moves. Really working on the neck region so far. He's done 3 clotheslines, all concentrating on the neck. He did a bulldog, concentrating on the neck.
We got a flare-like chop there.
Looks to me like he might be setting him up for a move. Now here's another switch. Here's another switch. Push-ups by the mark, please. The stroke in, but Jackson says, what the hell? I'll take over where I left off on your partner. Whips him in here. Oh, man. Knees him in the midsection. Now this stroke is also has already taken a couple of clotheslines to the neck. And now one in the midsection. Yeah. This is why he's working on the neck with a clothesline. Oh. Bam! Good night. 1, 2, 3. Nicely done by Action Jackson. He's going to go, what's he doing here? Give him a shot to the back. He's going to give it a double pumper. Bam! Good night. The red guys, you can say good night to them. Oh, what the hell? Pin them both. 1, 2, 3. Action Jackson looks to be making waves in the UWA.
Hey, the second match was unsanctioned.
Man, what the hell? Action Jackson. Wow. Nice debut right there by Action Jackson. Would you concur?
2 matches in 20 minutes.
Yeah, really. Why not? Beat up a couple of guys. What does he care? What do we got coming up? We have got the legendary Mystic Hall of Famer looking to get into the Hall of Fame. Mystic. He'll be taking on the former Intercontinental TV champion, Dalton Payne. Dalton Payne has a lot of problems right now. He wants Bombshell Billy. He hates Benjamin Halifax. He wants Devastating Derek for what they did to him. He wants the title. He wants the world title.
What the Benjamin Halifax?
And he's got the bounty on his head that Benjamin Halifax put on there. $5,000 bounty. Wow.
But, Benjamin Halifax, Dalton Payne's not the only one that dislikes him.
Oh, please. Let's get down to this here. All kinds of trouble Dalton Payne's having with everyone, but right here, he's got the Mystic.
Halifax?
Uh-oh.
You want to put a $5,000 bounty on my head?
Yep, he does.
Well, you and your little friend Bombshell Billy.
Oh, now.
Supposed to be taught a lesson in pain, and I got a little surprise for you guys today.
Oh, now we alluded to the fact that he wants Bombshell's gold and he hates Benjamin's guts. Now that Benjamin has put a $10,000 bounty on his head, or $5,000, excuse me. And the Mystic looking to collect here today. The match with Mark Stagg, if he makes it, at Halloween Hell is a bounty match. Ought to be fantastic action. Little bow by Dalton Payne. I think more making fun of him than anything. Ray Vessell.
Oh, I think it's an act of mutual respect between the two wrestlers.
You think so?
Because the Mystic deals in yen, doesn't he?
The Mystic deals in pain. Former World Tag Team Champion. Countless titles in Japan. God, he has been here for a long, long time. He is one of the best. Getting up there in years, but he still wrestles like a youngster. Look at that shot down to the back. In Japan, he is known as the Immortal Mystic. Dalton Payne working on the knee.
Dalton Payne still fighting like a champion, working on one area of the body, making that area vulnerable to others. Huh?
Sure. Sometimes, if you find your career is out of whack, you gotta go back to the basics. You've got to go back to the basics. Dalton Payne spouting off in there. Oh, there's a shot into the midsection. Now that was not out of respect. Rips off the leg.
He was trying to communicate with him.
No, now stop it. You know you're sitting in Benjamin's chair, but please, Vessell.
I just call it like I see it.
I know you see it a lot clearer than that. Look at this now. Wow. Look at this now, backs him in. The Mystic, reversal. Oh, look at that chop right there by the Mystic. Switches hands, he's ambidextrous, and then gives him a boot into the epiglottis. Nicely done by the Mystic with an elbow right between the shoulder blades, right where the spine goes. Oh, half of us, almost a stag mare there, but not quite with the fluency of a stag. Only half the motor. There it is. The rice field, he calls it.
What was that, fortune cookie?
I don't know. Dalton Payne spewing things in his pain. That's the point. Trying to break your back. Right there, we could call him Dalton in pain.
Only a 2 count. And the Mystic is back on him.
What the?
I just sent him Mr. Fuji.
Mr. Fuji? Did you just talk about the legendary Mr. Fuji?
It's amazing what pain can make you say.
He bit him. I think Dalton bit him, but the Mystic caught him. Oh, look at the veteran Mystic.
Mystic whips him into the rope.
Oh! Looked like a spin wheel kick to me, Vessell.
1, 2. Dalton still got that champion fight in him. Or maybe it's just plain anger.
He's not holding anything back here. Look at him. He's tearing apart the leg. They're working on it all match long. Halloween Hell coming up around the corner. This man has a body match against Mark Stagg. Will he make it? I guarantee you Benjamin has sent his man the Mystic as he up, right the egg roll. Well, he's not Chinese, he's Japanese. I'm sure our Asian American fans won't appreciate that mistake. Oh man, the Mystic opening up with the martial arts. Right there now. Puts his arm behind his back. Oh, and split legs are up, clotheslines him. Looks like Mr. Big's move.
It should be it. Oh, and Dalton kicks out like a true champ.
Speculation that this Mystic is in fact Chameleon. Possible.
I don't know, because Chameleon's got the high-flying...
Well, maybe he wants to disguise.
Hey. Maybe.
If he and Talon, who just popped on the scene out of nowhere, win tag team gold, we're in fact Thunder Tiger and the Mystic all these years and still are wrestling as them under the mask. You notice that they're not on the card here today, and yet the Mystic is wrestling. No Chameleon when the Mystic is on the card. Oh my God! There's the painkiller. Good night.
That's just the theory right now, Kielgood.
Oh, wait a minute. He's pulling him. He usually pins him after that move. Halifax and Bombshell and Devastating, this is for you.
You guys are in need of a serious attitude adjustment. That's what this one's called.
Dalton Payne ought to stick to the wrestling and stay away from the microphone.
Yeah, he should. Very charismatic person and
in the ring. Oh, wakes up the Mystic after putting him out. Again with a shot to the rip of the head. $5,000 bounty on his head here.
Helping him back to his feet. And,
Benjamin used to manage this Mystic, and he sent his man right after. What's this? Oh, man, come on. Jesus. 2. Please, Dalton Payne.
that was certainly rude.
Why don't you come down and take that $5 grand now, Halifax?
Benjamin
Why
has...
don't you get that bombshell down? You can give me another high low. I'll shove that world title right for that.
Oh!
Hey. That's it. He's fine.
Come on now.
That's $1,000 out of his pocket.
Ray Vessell.
Can't say that on television. What's
Sure
the
you
matter
can.
with him?
I don't know what television you've been watching. They say a lot worse than that, but I'll give you this.
Can't say that on my show.
P.O. Box 54, North Syracuse, New York, 13212. Yeah, so go ahead.
.angelfire.com/little-n-little-I UWA Ring, UWA Ring on capital letters, and please email me.
Yes. You can email the wrestlers. You've got Devastating Derek's page, Bombshell Billy's page, the Family page, the Predators page, or is that Thunder, Tiger, and Mystics page? Kind of a Japanese theme on there. Take a look at it. Dragons, all kinds of weird stuff like that. Jordan Torbett's Fans View, Fans Speak Out page. We've got
You've been eating apples.
Metal Bob page. Oh my God! Right now, Devastating Derek has requested a match, Ray Vessell, and you said okay. Right. You went along with us. He wants to give a tribute to one of his idols, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He said he's going to go out there. He's going to wrestle a la Ric Flair.
I said no problem with that because.
So you know
Ric
what
Flair's
Mark Stagg says? All right, you want to be a wise ass? I'll go out there and be a Ricky Steamboat. They're going to try to pull off a Flair Steamboat, kind of like a classic confrontation here. I can't believe these two. Let's go down here and see if we can see the similarities.
I thought it was a good idea.
Okay, all right.
As a little flair to the UWA.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Let's get down to the ring. They're already down there, I think. Let's. Whoa.
Tonight,
Oh.
my tribute to Rick Flair. Join me, homie.
Oh, Devastating Derek. One of his biggest enemies, Mark Stagg.
Now you gotta get a belt and lose it 13 times.
Please, Magoo. Magoo over my shoulder making comments about you're going to have to lose the world title 13 times. Come on. Oh, whoa. Stagg with an arm drag.
Stagg almost pulled Devastating
Jaw
Derek's,
jacket.
Devastating Derek's arm on his pocket there for a moment.
Devastating Derek now. Oh, there's a knee in the midsection. Oh, deep arm drag a la Ricky Steamboat by Mark Stagg. A second one, deep underhook.
No!
Devastating Derek doing Ric Flair there. Some of Ric Flair's moves might get him out of trouble in this match. Banging off. Saw Shawn Michaels do something of this nature when... Oh, come on. Bret Hart and Razor Ramon were taking on Shawn Michaels and Owen Hart, believe it or not. This was about 3 years ago. Ramon and Michaels started doing the Ric Flair thing. Give him the sign of the Four Horsemen, the greatest elite group in the history of sports entertainment. You can take your Hogans, you can take your Kevin Jackass Nashes, you can flush them. Ric Flair, you understand me? One name synonymous with class in the sport of pro wrestling, and there's been a lot of other classy gentlemen. Don't let me. We alluded to some last week. Harley Race, Ray Vessell. Jack Briscoe, Dory Funk,
Buddy
Rogers, Terry Funk, Lou Thez, Nick Bockwinkel, Even Vern Gagne you could throw in that category. Shots to the top of the head with a chop. There's a shot. Ric Flair-like. Whips him into the corner now. Excuse me, backs him into the corner. Back out. As Gordon Sully would say. Steamboat, excuse me, Stagboat retaliates. Oh, man. Marky the Dragon Stagboat. And there Ric Flair out there. I suppose you could say. Oh. They wanted to one-up each other. There it is, the Flair flip over the corner. Goes down to the other side. Stagboat, though, goes back all the way across the ring. Didn't want to get caught with a chop. I hear fans cheering.
The arena actually getting full during our busy.
Oh! Referee's position, lock up, collar and elbow into a couple of shots by Ric Flair. Devastating up to the top now. Oh! Stagboat catches him. Oh! The slam off the top, Patton and Ric Flair. And just like Flair, he got caught. Should have made sure Stagboat was down a little further, too. Wow. Oh! He's tangled up. Tried to adjust in midair, did Devastating, but Stagboat had him. 1, 2. Oh. What the hell was that? I think Woman was at ringside. Look at this now. Double reversal again. Oh, there's a shot into the midsection. Both men trying to counter each other here, Vessell. Back and forth action. Leapfrog by Stagboat. Oh, wow! Double collision. Oh, headbutt into the midsection off of the ropes. Inadvertent. 1, 2. TT smacked Daddy Boy Byron, by the way, out there.
Now! Woo! Now!
We go and score.
Using the figure 4 pin to Ric Flair. Oh, brother. McCracken!
What's McCracken doing?
Oh!
I think
You don't think an open hand slap will hurt you, pal? Ask John Stossel. Oh, chopped him. Diablo's out now in the camp of hard and heavy to watch the back. Bombshell, oh. Sending Diablo out. Oh. 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 Oh, my God. Oh! Stagboat on there, Ric Flair.
This is no tag match. What's going on here?
It all started with a little challenge. Devastating Darren said, Stagg, I could beat you out of my own element. I could do Ric Flair's moves. Not even my own, and beat you. And Stagg said, oh, yeah? I could do Ricky Steamboat and beat you. And that's what happened in this match. Using the moves of two legendary performers to try to one-up each other. Look at that right in front of the referee. Diablo reaching in for a little assistance. Look at that! This referee, TT Boy, is more confused than a porcupine and a hat full of pins.
I am definitely thinking about ringside referee.
Might not be a bad idea. Of course, this was supposed to be a single action. Oh, shot into the Gagne. Thank you. Oh!
Finger four.
Hey, hey, hey.
McCracken telling him to figure four him. Figure four in him.
He doesn't know how to do the figure four. Huh? Oh, we got a bunch
Figure going for the Scorpion Forgetlock. Gotta get to the ropes there. Made it. Made it. I'd like to tag in. You can't tag in, you little. Right on the head! Right on the head, that jerk! He's a creep and a jerk. He's a creep and a jerk.
bombshell belly roll here. That's no steamboat move.
No. The steam roll move. You got his wrestlers mixed up. Oh my God.
You're the skinniest piece of big ever met.
Oh! Tries to use the devastating dare quick leg drop, and yes, he was doing that before there was a second.
Have you checked this knee pad? There, baby.
There's a steamboat chop to the top of the head. Oh, again. Oh! DT boy got thumbed in the eyes. I think Stagg did it intentionally, so McCracken could come in comes Diablo. Diablo going to work now. What the? Dalton Payne making a return here. Oh!
What is happening here? What is this chaos?
Dalton Payne has had his ass beat by the family on several occasions. Looks to me like he's exacting a little revenge.
Me and you have never gotten along eye to eye. Neither of you.
Oh.
But you tell your little bloody bill. I'll put your finger in night. You two thieves. Woo! Never touch me again.
Devastating Derek still. Oh, he slapped him in the face. Oh, look at Diablo! Go! Six Diablo! Devastating Derek appreciated that one. These are a couple of the dirtiest dogs I've seen in a long time, this Devastating Derek and Diablo Blanco, Ray Vessell. And they are looking to be tag team champions. But
I'm
Diablo has a match here
surprised.
tonight. Oh, you are not.
That's right.
Diablo has a match here tonight. Okay. For the Intercontinental TV Championship.
Yes.
And he better not be looking past this match to Halloween Hell, where he and Devastating Derek, it is official, Devastating Derek has announced it, where he and Devastating Derek will wrestle the Predators for the World Tag Team titles. He better not be looking past the match tonight. If his concentration is lapsed, looking at a world title here, it could be all over for him. It could be all over for him.
Agreed.
That's our main event coming
Agreed.
up next. But right now, let's go to the Halloween Hell update here. Pull that up.
There's more money for him.
Okay. All right. So, please. We've got it. We've got the card.
I'm surprised.
We have got a bounty matchup. It looks to me like Dalton has made it. Let's see. I don't believe he's scheduled to wrestle next week. So, barring any outside attempts on collecting that bounty outside the ring, he will make it to Halloween Hell to wrestle Mark Stagg in a $5,000 bounty match put on his head by Benjamin Halifax III. I don't know if that's legal.
If Benjamin Halifax wants to put up his own money against an individual's person,
Well, isn't it illegal to hire someone to, isn't that like hiring a hitman to do off your wife or husband or whatever?
yes it is. But
Well, what the...
there's no stipulations on what happened or what a person was supposed to do with.
Oh, please. I understand. You're pleading the fifth on this one.
Yes.
Now then, if that's not enough here, the World Tag Team titles are on the line. Diablo Blanco, Devastating Derek.
Protection money from Dalton Payne. He's just paying people. That's all.
All right. Diablo Blanco and Devastating Derek will take out, well, the protection money is not to initiate violence. He put a bounty on his head to initiate violence. We could open this can of worms for hours. We'll take on the World Tag Team Champions, the Predators, in a World Tag Team title match. And then...
Well, I did find him a lot, so maybe he's just trying to...
Bombshell Billy puts his world title on the line. Mr. Big is supposed to announce here today what he's going to put on the line, and so is McCracken. Each man is going to put something on the line. We should hopefully hear during the main event what these two are going to be putting on the line. And speaking of the main event, oh my goodness, oh my word.
So he can't do with the money.
Billy, Big, McCracken, everyone put something up. Diablo Derek for the World Tag Team titles. Dalton and Stagg in a $5,000 bounty match. All at Halloween Hell, Halloween weekend. UWA brings it to ya. Death Becomes Us. UWA Halloween Hell 1997, Death Becomes Us. It's right around the corner. It's not too far away. It's the Halloween season. And it's great to be here on your local cable station. But right now, we have got a main event. P.O. Box 54, North Syracuse, New York 13212, www.angelfire.com/LY/UWA Ring. Write us, email us, fax us, whatever the heck you want to do. Do it all. We want to hear from all the fans. We want your input. How we can make the show better. What matches you'd like to see. Anything. Ray Vessell is always open to suggestions by the fans. He is a fan-friendly commissioner, Ray Vessell. But right now, what we've got to get down to is a... Whoops. I apologize. Is a main event matchup between Diablo Blanco, the Intercontinental Television Champion, and MC McCracken. And a lot of interesting things going on in this match. Let's get down to ringside. We'll fill you in here. But this contest can wait no further. Whoa, 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 whoa. There he is. The other flamboyant, loudmouth.
Former world champion.
MC McCracken. Now, I was supposed to play MC McCracken in tennis today. He stiffed me. Little weasel.
He's probably gearing up for this match.
I don't understand.
Probably. You're probably correct. Could have at least called. Said, hey, I'm not going to make it. I've got a big, important match tonight. He originally set it up as a little warm-up so he could be all loose and ready for this match. Diablo Blanco, the Intercontinental Television Champion. Psycho Shawn, the only title that has eluded him in the UWA, is that TV title. So that's what makes this interesting. If McCracken wins this, he is a Triple Crown champion. One of the few. One of the few. What a card we had this week. What a card, and an even bigger one next week that we're going to go over after this contest. What the hell's Diablo doing? Looks like he's calling for the bell. See the timekeeper all of a sudden? Seymour Mutz, your official for this.
Oh, and we got a
There's 310th title fight. Jesus! McCracken! Oh!
That looked painful.
McCracken drop. Please.
What?
I heard something.
Wasn't me.
Stagg and McCracken both use that match. Move. And let's not forget that Stagg is in the building. We saw him.
Leg lock on Diablo.
Stagg is in the building, as is Devastating Derek. We've heard that there is extra security around ringside to keep them out of this one. Let's see if it works. McCracken telling the referee to count his shoulders down. McCracken, inspired by the performance of Devastating Derek and the Ric Flair, puts on the figure four to open things up here. Really working over the legs. Oh my God! almost a scorpion deathlock, but more like a half Boston crab.
Oh, excuse me. We got an old man over here.
Whoa, what am I doing? Got an old man who passed out. Oh, is it Benjamin Halifax? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Something going on here in the studio. I apologize, the crew just came up from behind me. Said there's an old man who just smashed out in the parking lot. Oh, there's an old man who is smashed in the parking lot. Oh, that's probably just Lord James Taylor.
Or Benjamin's dad or somebody.
Full Boston crabs now. McCracken looking right down on Diablo. Diablo looking at bridge. Does it. Drives McCracken down. Oh, Diablo, I think. Might have had some intestinal trouble there. Oh, hard into the turnbuckle. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do? Oh, he caught him. Oh, spins him around. Diablo hates that, believe me. Oh, dumps him like the trash on Monday morning. It's Tuesday, bring out the trash barrels. Right there. Right there. Gives him the NWO chops. Oh, man! Adjusted himself in midair, was about to get back booty dropped, and stopped himself, had the presence of mind to wrap him in a side headlock and drop him on top of his head. McCracken might as well call himself flattened after that.
2, 3, 4.
Diablo gaining his composure and
Trying to.
What's the hair? What's the hair?
Clotheslines on a knee, another knee. Wouldn't be the first time these two have met. It won't be the last.
Bronco ride.
Giving them the 6 Bronco ride there. That is a humiliating move. Oh, reverse headbutt into the head. With the head. Oh my God. Bombshell burrito stolen by McFlatton. Let's face it, the man's built like a railroad spike. Sunset flip. Drops him down. 1, 2. Oh my God. We've got a new Intercontinental TV champion. We've got a new Intercontinental TV champion.
McCracken is a triple crown.
I can't believe it. You can't deny it now. The man is an athlete. You cannot deny him now. Good Diablo.
Hand it over, McCracken. And you and the whole damn family are going down.
Diablo with some threats. You tell your old man that he'll be back.
Crown winner. We're the 4th one to do it.
Wow. McCracken. Oh.
Bombshell, Billy.
Oh.
This is what's going on the line.
Oh.
Right here. Take it if you want it.
Oh, you heard it right there. He just announced that he's putting that title on the line in the big triple main event. Halloween's Hell. Wow. Can we go back and see a shot of that? Watch this pin. Let's go back and watch the pin again in slow motion here. New Intercontinental TV champ. McCracken now in the sunset flip, but watch this. Drops with all his weight over the shoulders right there. Brilliant. You're talking about smart moving. And watch this. Adjust all his weight to the front. We can take a look, Vessell. Right there. Watch him. Tucks his head deep, so all that weight, including Diablo's lower half of Diablo's body, is right on Diablo's shoulders. All right, this is almost like a move Rey Mysterio also uses. He usually does it off the top rope, but this is exactly what he does. Rey Mysterio, being a lighter wrestler, uses this as a pin because you can put not only all your weight on the man's shoulders, but the man's own weight. Fold him over, bring his weight onto his shoulders. McCracken's a little lighter, so he does this. He learned this move, so when he is wrestling the bigger wrestlers, he can in fact pin them using their weight and his own weight. A brilliant maneuver. You cannot deny it. The Intercontinental Television Champion is MC Shawn McCracken. Wow! A couple of threats by Diablo afterwards. And then McCracken. Let's take a look at the ending here if we could. Thank you, Magoo. Because McCracken makes an announcement that we kind of missed. We cut back here to the studio. Wow. MC Magtastic Psycho Shawn McCracken has come a long way in his career.
Diablo is obviously in shock.
Get over, McCracken. And you and the whole damn family are going down. It's over.
Oh, it's not over, pal. Don't fool yourself. There it is.
Crown winner. We're the fourth one to do it.
Now watch this. Here's the important part.
Mr. Big,
I'm going to keep it on this time.
Bombshell Billy, this is what's going on the line. Right here. Take it if you want it.
There it was right there. Take it if you want it. Wow, United Wrestling Alliance, Post Office Box 54, North Syracuse, New York, 13212, or www.angelfire.com/ny/UWA Ring. We talked about it last week. The 1996 awards from last year finally came out. There was a legal problem with the actual polling, things like that. It was finally all resolved so we could release the actual winners. Devastating Derek and Mark Stagg tied for Wrestler of the Year in the fans voting. Bombshell Billy, Most Hated Wrestler of the Year. This is a year ago. This is how things work. Fans who might have not been watching a year ago might not understand it because Bombshell seems to be, everyone loves them and yada, yada, yada. Not back then. Not a year ago. And quite frankly, no one loves him now. No one loves Devastating Derek now. Most Popular Wrestler of the Year, the Disco KID, you know he won the world title last year. He didn't hold it for very long, but he did win it. We had Most Improved Wrestler, MC Shawn McCracken. I don't think that you could deny that. He is
Triple Crown.
Yeah, Triple Crown champion, and he's really making waves here. Now, still continuing. He might be the Most Improved Wrestler of 1997 as well. It's possible. It's possible. You can reach new heights every year here in the UWA. What else do we have? Rookie of the Year, Tall Enough, who lost a retirement match to Devastating Derek, but still pops his head up whenever he can in different masks and guises. We know exactly what he's up to. But that was the tag team of the year, the Oriental Terrors, the Thunder Tiger, and the Mystic. Oh man, did they wreak havoc last year. Held the tag team titles for an incredible length of time. And Manager of the Year was Metal Bob last year. He was almost full-time managing last year. That was your awards for the year of 1996. Now, coming up is going to be the voting for the awards for 1997. What's happened this past year? Devastating Derek held the world title for most of the year. McCracken held the Intercontinental TV title. The tag team belts went back and forth between some of the greatest teams. Newcomers, Rookie, Predator, Talon could be put in that category. All this happened within the last year. Okay, so this is important business here. Coming up, you're going to be able to vote on the via email.
Yes.
Also, you're going to be able to write in vote. So you're going to be able to do it either way. You're going to be able to write in ballot, or you're going to be able to email the UWA main page. Now, when those start coming up, which I believe will be in December, in the month of December, they're going to start posting the categories, and you can start voting then. Let's get down to the ending video.
All votes are important.
You bet all votes are important, Vessell. You're not kidding. Every vote counts. If you have someone who you think deserves it, he might not be your favorite wrestler, but he might be the wrestler you think deserves it in that category. You need to write in for him, okay? Because every vote does count. Woo! Last couple of weeks, we've had a brand new opening video. We want to thank Limelight Productions on that one. Wonderful work. And now we've got the card for next week. Ray Vessell has just handed it to me. Oh my God. I alluded to the fact. Well, first of all, we've got a newcomer, another newcomer next week.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Deranged. will be taking on Mr. Big here next week. We've got new people all over the dump. We've got this place going nuts. Vessell's got things kicked up. I said on my rumor page that Vessell and Douglas Michael had some big surprises for the fall winter season, and it's already starting. And here's another one. The Puerto Rican Nightmare has made his return. He will be here next week in a big grudge match against the Irish Assassin. You remember him. A couple of mainstays in the UWA from a year ago. They're back here this year. They're back in the UWA, back up from Puerto Rico.
That took some hunting to do.
That is going to be a hell. I'll bet that's going to be a hell of a matchup right there. The Nightmare hated enemies with Devastating Derek. They hate each other's guts, quite frankly. Wait until Devastating sees him in the same building, because he will. Because next week, fans, in a very special attraction, World Champion Bombshell Billy and Devastating Derek, yes, Hard and Heavy will team up next week to take on the challenge of the Red Guy.
The challenge of the Red Guy.
If you could call it that. Bombshell Billy, Devastating Derek, Hard and Heavy will wrestle here together next week. And oh man alive, the Nightmare, Puerto Rican Nightmare and Irish Assassin make their return. And the newcomer, Deranged, will take on Mr. Big. I don't know what to expect from week to week here, because all kinds of stuff, all kinds of new stuff blowing the roof right off the dump. But I'll tell you this right now. 2 weeks time, 2 weeks from right now, Halloween Hell, bounty match, $5,000 if Stagg can put Dalton out of the business. Benjamin has promised it. He has put it up. The World Tag Team titles, the Predators against Diablo and Devastating Derek for the World Tag Team Championships. And in the main event, we've just been given word. Bombshell Billy puts his world title on the line. MC McCracken puts his Intercontinental TV title on the line. And just given to me by Vessell himself, Mr. Big will put his hair on the line in this big triple three-way dance. Whichever man pins, whichever man wins whatever that man has put up. Big's hair, Billy's world title, McCracken's TV title. Bombshell Billy could come out as a double champion. McCracken could come out as a double champion. Big could come out bald at Halloween Hell in 2 weeks' time. I want to thank the Commissioner, Ray Vessell, for joining us once again here on UWA Ringmasters, and we, of course, will see you next week. The Nightmare and the Assassin make their return in a special grudge match. It's going to be devastating. Deranged, the newcomer against Mr. Big. Special attraction, Hard and Heavy will team up next week. They don't do it too often anymore. So when it happens, it must be business time. It must be go time. And they'll be taking on the Red Guys. We'll see you next week. For Ray Vessell, I'm Johnny Kielgood. So long, everybody!